Alright, so we're back for game 2 between Saturas and Scrangos. This is from the Dragon's Eye tournament, and this is round 1 in the loser's bracket. So first game went to Saturas. For this game we're going to be on Greykeep Gardens. So let's get into it. Alright, so Saturas with the orange Dwarves. Going for the High Hierophant again. And for Scrangos, purple dark elves, and going for the Guardian of Nor again. So I'll be very curious to see how the center of the map is played by each of these players, because for this map there's not too much available safe iron initially, and so competing for that is going to be a big part of this game. So
more lost souls. What a
I would say that the Dark Elves are a little bit more iron dependent than the Dwarves are. I would figure that the Dwarves can get more out of their tier 1 play than the Dark Elves can. So we'll see how this plays out. Alright, now Scrangos is going to skip the bandit camp, go for the free sector, and then immediately rush the middle. So Saturas might want to run right by this if he noticed, that the, yep, and he's going to do that, that the Guardian of Nor had not taken the bandit camp, because that's an immediate tell that they're going to be rushing this sector, especially if you didn't see him running down this alleyway here. So kind of splitting the bandit camp there. Scrangos did get to the flag first and is going to upgrade that. We'll see whether or not he can finish upgrading it. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, but got a little bit of the experience there. Maybe trying to pick off that axe wielder. That'd be my first target. Was able to grab the flag again. So let's see, he's got still got more potions, so he's on Debilitating Blow and Soul Explosion. Probably got 1 point into Deep Waters, just given. No, he's on Brute Force. I was thinking he was on Deep Waters, given how much focus he had left. I'm not sure if he took a potion there. Saturas just drank a potion. Has already used healing. I forget how many you start off with. I want to say it might be 3, but this looks like it might. This looks like it might go up. Let's see. Nope, never mind. Proved me wrong pretty quickly there. So now Saturas has got the sector and is upgrading it. Interrupted the Guardian of Nor. He's on low focus, so his ability to get damage on this quickly is not going to be there. This should go up. Still on just a scouting post with a Charburner here. Let's see, 70%. Probably 2 or 3 more hits would take. Good. Using the knockback just to give it some more time. I'm not sure. Oh, he's short on food because he had axe wielders queued up. I can almost guarantee that's what that was. If you notice, he was -12 for a second there on food, and that was what was stalling the sector expansion. When you use this totem, I mentioned this in the previous game. When you use this totem, put it behind yourself. Put it somewhere further away. When you place it next to the enemy front line or the enemy hero, they can just knock it down in 2 or 3 hits. This has been an enduring flag battle here, and that thing is just gonna get shot down. So I don't know. Does this thing grant experience? I wonder if it would be worth hanging around for that. All right, so wood hunt here. Wood hunt there. Hasn't placed any economy building here. Scrangos is floating some wood, so he's got some building to do. But he's on 3, 4 wood, 1 hunt. Scrangos seems to like doing 4 wood, 1 hunt. Starting off 3 wood and then getting another one once those once those workers come in. Getting control of the middle and upgrading that, and I do like that. I had mentioned earlier I would be curious to see how the control of the iron sectors go, and Scrangos is already getting one of those upgraded. So Taurus is just going to go down this alleyway and get some experience here. I do feel this leaves Scrangos with an advantage though. Having center control and having gotten a camp from your opponent early on, that's the kind of thing that can snowball. We'll see if it does. Because now Scrangos can go back, get this bandit camp safely, and then go do his own alleyway, or whatever the term is for this area of the map. Took the homecoming stone back, so he's going to leave this bandit camp. I'm not sure if he figures that that's just going to be a more efficient use of his time. Probably the chances of Saturas coming back here and checking this camp are not high, so good upgrading that as well. He's doing pretty good on resources, pretty balanced economy. Going for a stone cutter so he can start making his way towards tier 2 when he wants to do so. Hunting cabin here. I would leave it to just one hunting cabin in each of these sectors. I figure that's what he'll do regardless, but you want, ideally, in my perspective, you would put the rest of the structures in these two center regions all into iron. Especially if you have control of these two central sectors. So this is interesting. I wonder why Saturas skipped this camp and went over here. Maybe he just wanted to make sure that Scrangos was not able to get to this first. Scrangos is making his way down. Excuse me for not checking items or abilities yet. So Scrangos got the shield but hasn't equipped it yet. Saturas has not made any purchases at this moment. 2 brute force, 1 deep waters, totem of flames, scatter shot, kill shot, bone breaker, similar to the last game, and same thing for Scrangos. 2 brute force, debilitating blow, kind of get us in the side view. Soul explosion, soul transformation, 1 blocking momentum, and 1 deep water. Is he going to find this bandit camp? That'd be pretty fortunate for him if he did. Scrangos is now trying to respond to this. Looks like he was losing some health trying to deal with this medium camp here. Will he continue on this way? Oh, that's a giveaway. That was completely accidental, but that's a giveaway. That tarantula just happened to pull the bandits into that area and shows the tourists that the bandits had not been taken yet. So if he wins a skirmish, he can just go over and finish off the archer as well if he wants to. Let's see how this fight plays out. Man, that soul explosion just deals with axe wielders. It really does. For a second, I was about to say I think Saturas is going to be able to take this just because of the axe wielders are probably going to perform better than a couple of tarantulas, but that Guardian of Nor was dishing out damage with soul explosion. So he'll go back and take the archer here.
Wrong place, wrong
Cutthroat archer. And both players left their medium camps. Scrangos left his in response to the aggression from Saturas, but they've both got those available. We'll see if Scrangos is able to take this. I wonder if Saturas thought that he was going to this one, and that's why he came over here to take this this camp. Let's see what points he put in there. He had two points floating. So both into brute force. I wonder if one of those could have gone into deep water, and if that's going to give him would have gave him more damage output overall, because you've got four active abilities. I mean, this one is a little bit. It's kind of like an active passive in a weird way, just because it lasts for a while. But you get what I mean by having 4 focus using abilities that you're going to have to cast manually having that extra point in the deep waters can make sure you get full value out of those. So Scrangos is going to take this. Looks like he cleared most of those creeps over here. Saturas is headed back, excuse me, down that alley again. So he'll take his medium camp. And, man, I mean, it's not looking good for him being stuck on this side of the map. And it's not just being stuck on this side of the map, it's that he doesn't have too much. I mean, he's kind of upgraded here, but let's see. Switch views here. So this is going for tier 3, right? Or am I confusing myself? No, this is going for tier 2. Yeah, there's no way he'd be going tier 3 right now. It's 10 minutes. He doesn't have iron. I feel like sometimes the I wish they had a different visual appearance, and maybe they do, and I just haven't noticed it. But for the sector capitals, sometimes I get confused by if someone's tier 2 or tier 3. So Saturas took down the Wyvern, and that's important because it's freed up another iron sector for him. Now, whether or not he's going to be able to hold this is a different matter, because this is cut off from the rest of his territory by Scrangos's. Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me, he did not kill the Wyvern. I completely missed that. Scrangos pulled that away, and Saturas just grabbed his sector. So now this is all sorts of chaos, because the Wyvern's going to be in the middle of this, and I would love to see him cast a chain lightning on this whole mess of units. That's going to be brutal. I can't tell which player took the worst end of that, but excuse me. It looks like Saturas is coming out on top here. Better population at the moment. Scrangos did end up taking the Wyvern. So he's level 6, while Saturas has lost the High Hierophant, who was level 5 last I saw. Yep, 5.5. So, although Saturas came out with a better population at the end of that battle, Scrangos is quickly going to catch up, I would guess. Pull all these back. He might have forgot to control them there. Oh, there he goes. But his hero survived, and Saturas did not. Saturas is floating a lot of resources, and he is tier 2, but he hasn't begun upgrading all these. Which, yep, there he goes. So again, it's pretty common to start floating resources when you're in the middle of a fight. But man, he's in a tough spot. You know, he's kind of funneled onto a small portion of the map. The fact that Scrangos was able to get that Wyvern, and a lot of the experience from that, and I figured the item from that as well. He's forgotten to equip the shield in the ring, but oh, speak of the devil. So there we go. He got those equipped. Right as I said that, Saturas is still on no gear. But he wants to get out on the map and make stuff happen, because he surely knows he needs to break off of this side of the map. So maybe stopping at the shop is not top of his priority list right now. Jeez, that Guardian of the North is really taking some damage. Drink a potion. Saturas is coming to, I guess, contest this. But not in time. We'll see if Scrangos going to pick up this item here. Yep, we got it. So again, because of Saturas, although his sectors are upgraded, he's just He does not have the same amount of territory. He's not going to be able to scale his economy the way Scrangos will. He's at a 2-level disadvantage. He's got a decent amount of army here. I would love to see all these sentries target the Guardian of Nor. But they're doing well either way. And this is where you get ready to use Soul Transformation and escape from this this combat. And he picked off the High Hierophant again. I did not expect that as a close of the fight. Now this is going to go down. Scrangos is on pretty low population right now.
Understood. Your will.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not super opposed to this, but I would rather have that Hall of Pain in a sector like this one, and then again spam iron mines in these 2 sectors. I'd be completely focusing on upgrading these center 2 sectors and this one, and just getting tons of iron, because a couple of hunting cabins is going to get you. Like I would guess. Let's see, how many Halls of Pain is he on right now? He's on 4 Halls of Pain. I would say that if you have 6 hunting cabins, you're fine. And honestly, I would rather probably have like maybe 5 hunting cabins, 4 or 5 hunting cabins, and 3 Halls of Pain, and then just a ton of iron income, because you're gonna struggle to keep all these active on producing sleepers. And tarantulas aren't gonna help you so much, other than just soaking up a little bit of damage.
Understood.
But again, that's just me figuring what would be ideal in this scenario. He's doing well for himself so far, so no complaints there as far as how he's been controlling the map. Using his hero, picking off the opponent's hero. Saturas looking to take out his wyvern here. He's gonna have to break through the barricade first. Now, I am curious why he did not grab this sector and start upgrading it. I guess because the hero died. He wasn't able to do that, but... So I withdraw that statement. Now I understand why he didn't take that sector. But we'll see if he does so now. Pretty good amount of sentries. He's gonna, so speaking of army balance, he's gonna need some frontliners. And he's going tier 3, so he'll be able to get a bunch of berserkers when he hits. But I would be spamming axe wielders, because if you don't have enough of a front line, all these sentries are gonna get absolutely murdered by this Guardian of Nor and the rest of his army. And then you're gonna have a bunch of berserkers with no backline range units. So good, he's preserving his army, he teleported out. Get the rest of them out of there. Jeez, but that's a level 8 Guardian of Nor right there, and that is not fun to be squaring up against when you're... Now he's only 1 level behind, but he's also a good couple of sectors behind. So let's check. 2 brute force, 1 block momentum, 5 ability points to spend, 2 deep waters. He's basically got every ability on the hero. Except soul charge and concentration and whatnot, but we'll see what he spends the rest of that on. And Scrangos is just going complete, you know, straight up brute force. Got barrage and whatnot, but I feel like you got to be doing something with your army at this point. I mean, it's hard to. He's at such a huge population disadvantage, but you're not gonna increase your chance of winning, hanging out and trying to pool up forces when your opponent has such an economy advantage, such a sector advantage on you. Your hand is forced in that sense, and right now Saturas is just not able to do anything. I'll be stepping back with that hero, right? Yep. So fighting a little bit closer to the sector center. Just keep that High Hierophant back. Again, ideally you put that flame totem somewhere back here, and give it a little bit more of a chance to do some work. But honestly, like, that ability is not going to do much in a fight at this point of the game. The Hierophant's going to go down here, and this might be just about the end. Almost 100 population advantage for Scrangos. Good sector control. Starting to upgrade. Got a couple border fortresses, and not too much military that's gonna threaten this sector much. And with Saturas, you got so many resources. You want to be repairing this. And I'm not sure what kind of military production he's got. I mean, you could be absolutely spamming axe wielders and other units right now. But yeah, this is just going to keep going downhill for him. When you're 20 minutes into the game and you're on four sectors outside of your capital on Greykeep Gardens, that's just that's a loss in the making. Jeez, especially against level 9.5. What do you call it? Level 9.5 Guardian of Nor. Good amount of sleepers out. Yep, and that's game. So Saturas conceded there, reasonably so. This is not a situation you're going to come back from. So that'll tie it. It's 1-1. So this is actually going to be the first series that I've casted that has gone to a game 3. So yeah, let's take a look at the post-game stats. Again, I think it really just came down to Scrangos did a good job of controlling the middle of the map, cutting off Saturas from expanding, and you know, kind of snowballed from the beginning there. He was able to get more experience as a part of that aggressive start, and yeah, came back in the series. So, all right, let's see. And you can see he kind of went for the same strategy. He went for a quickish tier 3 and didn't bother with any tier 2 units. Just went straight into Berserkers with tier 1 holding him down. Saturas did that time, but it just didn't pay off because he didn't have the economy behind it. And Scrangos was pretty heavy into tier 1 as well, but really sealed the deal with the sleepers, and the Guardian of Nor just really leveling up and doing a bunch of damage with those spells. I mean, the damage dealt by the heroes was pretty similar, but I think when you've got a hero that's also tanking a bunch of damage as well, that's a better hero performance on Scrangos' side for sure. Progression. Let's see. So army size, man, that was a difference right there. That's where the players really got set apart. Let's see. That is amazing to me. I would not have expected that. So somehow Saturas had more resources gathered throughout the course of the game. But unfortunately, it was not enough to make the difference. Man, I don't know what that is. I'm not sure if he just did a better job of upgrading or what. But he didn't win, so unfortunately it didn't pay off. So Scrangos never went tier 3. I really didn't see anything other than infiltrators, tarantulas, and a good amount of sleepers at the end there. So good game to go, both players. Again, that rush really paid off for Scrangos. That's going to leave it at 1-1 in the series. This is a best of 3, so whoever wins the next one is going to take it and move on in the bracket. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.